Welcome to the Deep Dive, your essential shortcut to being truly well-informed. Each time, we cut through the noise, taking a stack of fresh sources, research, and notes, and extracting the most important nuggets of knowledge and insight specifically for you. Today, our sources are hot off the press from August 14th and 15th, 2025, and we're exploring the incredible, sometimes, well, even bewildering, advancements and shifts happening in AI and technology. We're talking about governments making pretty unprecedented plays in chip manufacturing, AI models so tiny they could, run your toaster, apparently, and robots reimagining everything from, farming to fashion. It's a truly fascinating landscape unfolding before us.
It absolutely is. And this isn't just about the latest headlines, right? What's truly striking, I think, is how rapidly AI is permeating every single facet of our lives, our economies. Our aim here is really to connect those dots to help you understand the deeper why behind these innovations and ultimately maybe grasp the bigger picture of where things are actually heading.
That's exactly our mission. So let's dive straight into some significant geopolitical developments in the tech world. We're calling this segment AI, Geopolitics, and the Global Chip Chessboard.
Yep.
Okay, first up, this big news, creating ripples. The Trump administration is reportedly considering taking a direct financial stake in Intel. Now, this is a massive departure from, traditional government subsidies.
Yeah.
The core aim seems to be accelerating U.S. domestic chip manufacturing, particularly Intel's long-delayed, very delayed, $28 billion Ohio factory project that's now aiming for a 2030 launch. It feels like a very direct play for technological autonomy.
And this move, which interestingly saw Intel's stock react positively, it really underscores a heightened governmental focus on supply chain security. That seems key. It also comes less than a week after President Trump publicly called for Intel CEO Lip-Bu Tan's resignation.
Right, I saw that.
Yeah, following concerns raised by Senator Tom Cotton regarding Tan's alleged conflicts of interest stemming from past ties to China. It's just a clear sign, isn't it, how intricately national security and global tech commerce are now intertwined. You can't separate them anymore.
Definitely feels that way. Okay, so from the U.S., let's pivot to maybe a contrasting narrative unfolding in China. DeepSeek, which is an emerging AI powerhouse over there.
Getting a lot of attention.
They're facing significant delays with their R2 model. And the reason? Persistent stability issues encountered with Huawei's Ascend chips during the crucial training phase.
This is a really critical insight, I think, because while Huawei's Ascend chips are often, touted for their strong hardware specifications on paper.
Right, the specs look good.
Exactly. But DeepSeek's struggle highlights that hardware alone just isn't enough for high-end AI training. The real bottleneck for China's domestic compute ecosystem often seems to lie in the complex, highly optimized software stack, the development tools, and frankly, the expertise needed to efficiently train these massive AI models.
So it's the whole package, not just the silicon.
Precisely. DeepSeek even had to revert to a limited supply of Nvidia GPUs for its core training, which really raises a crucial question. Can homegrown solutions truly compete yet on the demanding full-stack requirements of advanced AI training? Despite impressive individual chip specs, the broader ecosystem, it seems, is still playing catch-up.
That's a fundamental challenge for the future of global AI competition, for sure. And speaking of the rapid expansion of AI, this naturally brings us to the legal landscape, AI governance and compliance. Oric, a prominent international law firm, they've just released an AI FAQ series. And their core takeaway seems to be, as AI becomes pervasive across industries, robust legal and compliance frameworks are no longer optional for businesses. They're absolutely essential.
Yeah, what's fascinating here is how quickly the legal world is trying to adapt to this pace of innovation. It's moving so fast. Oric's series highlights key areas of focus for businesses. Things like designing comprehensive AI governance strategies for development, deployment, and ongoing monitoring.
Like the whole life cycle.
The whole thing. Navigating the rapidly evolving and often, frankly, divergent regulations across the US, the EU, China. They're all going in slightly different directions.
That must be a nightmare for global companies.
Absolutely. And critically, mitigating significant risks like data bias, privacy breaches, and the increasingly sophisticated challenge of deepfakes.
So what does this all mean for a business then? What's the bottom line?
The bottom line is, it's not just about building powerful AI anymore. It's about building responsible AI. AI that can actually withstand intense legal scrutiny and meet ethical expectations. That's the new baseline.
Right, responsible AI. Okay, shifting from those macro geopolitical and legal frameworks down to the micro, let's explore a trend that's truly bringing AI closer to us than ever before. Mini models and AI at the edge. power in your pocket, and toaster.
There's a lot of buzz around a European startup, Multiverse Computing. They've unveiled incredibly small, yet apparently remarkably high-performing AI models. They've got these great names, Chickbrain, with 3.2 billion parameters.
Which is still quite a lot, but small in the grand scheme. Yeah, exactly. And then Superfly, which is even tinier at just 94 million parameters.
These models aren't just small, they're designed to be incredibly efficient. Multiverse uses this quantum-inspired algorithm they call compactive AI, and that allows these models to run locally on IoT devices, phones, even basic PCs, without needing constant cloud connectivity.
Okay, that's the key part.
Yeah.
The local processing.
That's the key. It's a significant leap for privacy and for real-time responsiveness. Chickbrain, for instance, apparently outperformed its larger base model in some key benchmarks.
Really? Smaller but better.
In some specific tasks, yeah. So imagine your smart home appliances, like maybe your washing machine, diagnosing its own issues, maybe even ordering its own repair parts, all without ever touching the internet.
That's truly wild. And kind of reinforcing this trend, Google DeepMind just released Gemma 327DM. So another small model, only 270 million parameters. They're literally saying it's so energy efficient it could run on your toaster. I mean, that toaster analogy really grabs you.
It does, yeah.
What's the immediate practical application of such low-power AI that, you or I might actually experience soon?
Well, that analogy perfectly illustrates its significance for enabling real-time offline applications, things that prioritize privacy. So think about generating a child's personalized bedtime story directly on your phone, no internet needed. Or having truly intelligent, hyperlocal voice assistants that don't send your data anywhere.
Okay, that sounds useful.
Yeah, this Gemma model is apparently leading its class in instruction understanding while using minimal battery life. They gave an example, 0.75% battery for 25 conversations on a Pixel 9 Pro.
Wow, that's efficient.
Incredible efficiency. It makes localized, private AI a very near-term reality for a whole host of new applications.
And bringing this edge AI trend directly into consumer tech hardware, HTC just unveiled its Vive Eagle AI smart glasses.
Yes, the smart glasses wars continue.
Seems like it. These pack a 12-megapixel camera, a voice assistant that integrates with LLMs like ChatGPT and Gemini, and crucially, on-device, 13-language translation.
What's fascinating here is HTC's very deliberate strategic play, isn't it? They're going up against giants like Meta and Apple in this burgeoning wearable AI space.
A tough fight.
Definitely. But at just under 49 grams, with a 36-hour standby time, these glasses are engineered to try and seamlessly integrate AI into our daily smart lifestyle, offering features like real-time translation, smart search, directly from your line of sight.
Making AI sort of invisible, always on help.
Exactly. That seems to be the goal.
Okay, now let's shift gears again. Let's talk about how AI is streamlining the backbone of our economy. We're talking about automating the enterprise, AI streamlining business operations. This is where AI really optimizes workflows and efficiency for companies. There's Sola Solutions, a startup founded by MIT dropouts Jessica Wu and Neil Deshmukh. They just raised $21 million for their next-gen AI-driven robotic process automation RPA platform. And apparently this isn't your, previous generation's clunky RPA.
No, it sounds like a significant evolution. The breakthrough here seems to be making complex automation accessible to everyone, not just the tech teams. Unlike older RPA tools that often require technical experts or expensive consultants, Sola's platform is designed specifically for non-technical business users.
Okay, so someone in marketing or finance could use it.
That's the idea. They could easily automate complex, multi-step tasks like invoice processing, supplier onboarding, or order shipping themselves. And this could fundamentally change workflows, potentially allowing companies to bring previously outsourced manual jobs back in-house, but now powered by intelligent AI platforms instead of, human labor doing repetitive tasks.
Interesting dynamic there. And we're seeing tangible impacts on the ground already, right?
Yes.
The global IT consulting giant reports client manpower savings ranging from 5% up to a whopping 35% thanks to its poly-AI architecture.
This poly-AI idea is quite brilliant, actually. It's a hybrid, multimodal AI approach.
What does that mean, hybrid multimodal?
It essentially means companies aren't locked into one single AI vendor or one type of AI technology. Instead, they can seamlessly integrate diverse AI technologies, maybe one for vision, one for language, one for data analysis, for truly end-to-end automation across their operations.
Okay, so mix and match.
Exactly. Mix and match the best tools for the job. This flexibility reduces vendor lock-in and significantly boosts efficiency across various sectors, like finance or customer service, by creating this unified, intelligent automation layer that adapts to different AI capabilities.
Gotcha. And a perfect real-world example of this kind of thing is Alibaba. They've launched a new AI agent that completely automates procurement, slashing selection time from weeks or even months down to mere hours.
Yeah, think about the immense scale of Alibaba's ecosystem. Billions of products, global suppliers. This AI agent uses natural language input, so you just tell it what you need. Like, I need 10,000 blue widgets with these specs. And it sifts through all that data, identifies optimal suppliers, and can even handle the initial communications and maybe some basic negotiation. It leverages Alibaba's massive data scale and their cross-border capabilities to streamline a process that used to be incredibly manual, prone to error, and super time-consuming. It's a potential game changer for supply chain efficiency.
Absolutely. Moving to the marketing front, Landbase just acquired Adauris to boost its B2B sales and marketing automation capabilities. This sounds truly AI native.
AI native is definitely the key phrase there. Adauris, for example, apparently generated something like 45,000 leads daily just from podcasts alone.
45,000 from podcasts.
Yeah, through its AI-powered signal detection, finding buying signals in conversations. So when you combine that kind of lead generation with Landbase's GTM1 Omni large language model, which is designed to optimize their entire go-to-market strategy, you get this completely automated system for finding, qualifying, and engaging potential customers with unprecedented precision and scale.
So AI is driving the whole sales funnel, basically.
From discovery right through to engagement, yeah.
And for something truly, maybe even slightly sci-fi, in manufacturing. Let's talk about software automation. They just raised $20 million, led by the fashion giant Bestseller, for their Suba T platform. This enables fully automated sewing.
Yeah, robots sewing clothes.
Beyond the obvious efficiency gains, what's the most surprising implication you see from fully automated sewing? Does it truly decentralize manufacturing, or does it just shift the labor issue somewhere else?
That's a great question. I think the most surprising implication, potentially, is how it facilitates a real shift towards localized, on-demand, and sustainable apparel production.
Okay, how so?
Well, this platform integrates robotics, AI, and machine vision to automate the entire sewing process, from fabric cutting to final assembly. It could significantly reduce waste, cut down on transportation costs, and lessen dependency on traditional, often exploitative global labor models. It genuinely allows for manufacturing to be brought much closer to the consumer, enabling rapid, perhaps even customized production without the massive minimum orders and long lead times you get with overseas factories.
So it decentralizes the process.
Right, decentralizes the process, but maybe centralizes the intelligence in the AI and the robotics. It's a fascinating shift.
It really is. Okay, from factories to farms now, let's explore AI for human well-being. Specialized verticals get smarter. Saga Robotics, a company from Norway and the UK, just raised $11.2 million for its Thorvald agricultural robots.
These autonomous robots are pretty marvelous. They use UVC, light ultraviolet light, to proactively fight powdery mildew. That's a common fungal disease in high-value crops like strawberries and grapes.
So no pesticides or fewer pesticides?
Drastically cuts down on pesticide use, yeah, which benefits both the environment and, consumer health. What's more, they operate mostly at night, maximizing efficiency when the plants are receptive and workers aren't around. This could fundamentally alter how we approach sustainable farming, moving us closer to a zero-pesticide crop management future, which is a massive leap for food security and environmental stewardship.
Wow, zero pesticide farming. And in healthcare, Nephrolytics is using AI to revolutionize...
Right. ISIC is designed to analyze X-rays and 3D dental images with incredible precision. It acts almost like a second pair of expert eyes for the dentist. It helps him detect issues like early cavities, gum disease, maybe even signs of oral tumors that might be missed by the human eye alone, especially in the very early stages.
So better earlier detection.
Exactly. It aids in early screening, gives a more comprehensive risk assessment, and can suggest precise treatment options. The promise is significantly reducing misdiagnosis in dental care, making your visit more accurate and proactive.
Makes sense. And finally, in this section, an often overlooked but absolutely crucial area, payment fraud and disputes. Casap raised $25 million for its AI platform to tackle this head-on.
Yeah, the scale of this problem is truly staggering. We're talking $48 billion annually in losses just from payment disputes.
48 billion?
Billion, yeah. Especially from what's called first-party fraud, which is basically where cardholders make false claims about transactions they actually made. Friendly fraud, they sometimes call it. Casap's AI uses advanced machine learning to distinguish real errors or actual fraud from these false claims. It automatically collects and presents compelling evidence to challenge the dispute. This could save financial institutions billions by bringing intelligence and automation to what's traditionally been a very manual, high-stakes, and financially draining process for them.
Okay, so AI fighting fraud. Now let's dig into the AI underlying fabric. Infrastructure and ecosystems, the essential plumbing, really, that makes all these exciting applications possible. Here's an intriguing intersection. Perle secured $9 million for an AI data training platform that's powered by Web3 technology.
This is a truly fascinating concept, trying to solve a persistent AI problem, data quality, garbage in, garbage out, right?
Always the issue.
Perle uses crypto tokens to incentivize high-quality data contributions from a global community, so people get paid in tokens for good data labeling or providing useful data. And what's more, all the data labeling and contributions are immutably recorded on the blockchain, which means unprecedented transparency and traceability. You can see exactly where the data came from and who labeled it.
So, accountability through blockchain.
That's the idea. It raises a really important question. Can Web3's decentralized and incentivized model truly solve the long-standing trust, quality, and bias issues that have plagued AI data collection and training for years? It's a bold attempt to create a more reliable data pipeline.
Definitely one to watch. Meanwhile, the battle for AI chip dominance is just intensifying, isn't it? Rivos, a Silicon Valley startup, is seeking $500 million to challenge Nvidia, specifically in the crucial AI inference chip market.
Their strategy is quite ambitious. They're developing chips based on the open-source RASCV architecture.
RACV, right? That's the open standard.
Exactly. It's essentially a flexible, royalty-free blueprint for chip design. This allows for greater customization, potentially better energy efficiency, and maybe more cost control for server chips used for running AI models. That's inference. With mass production apparently planned for 2026, Rivos aims to offer a viable, more open alternative to Nvidia's largely closed and, let's face it, dominant ecosystem. It could foster more competition and flexibility in AI infrastructure down the line.
More choice is usually good. Now, as all these AI agents proliferate, the infrastructure to monitor and secure them becomes absolutely critical. Sentry just launched MCP server monitoring, and Archestra raised $3.3 million for AI data security.
Yeah, these two developments are intrinsically linked and really vital for responsible AI scaling. Sentry helps developers monitor the performance and, crucially, the issues of AI agents built on Anthropic's Model Context Protocol, or MCP, making sure they're running smoothly and securely.
So keeping tabs on the agents.
Exactly. Meanwhile, Archestra focuses on providing secure access and permissions for these agents within enterprises, preventing data leaks and misuse of sensitive company information when these agents access internal systems. What's truly insightful here, I think, is seeing how companies are building the foundational plumbing, the monitoring, the security, the access control, to ensure AI is not just powerful, but also safe, transparent, and manageable as it scales up within complex organizations.
Building the guardrails as we build the engine.
Precisely.
Okay, finally, let's bring it right into your living room, or maybe your travel plans, with AI and your daily digital life. Google Flights now has this incredible AI-driven flight deals feature. Apparently, you can just chat with it in natural language.
Yeah, this isn't just putting keywords in a search box anymore. It's having a conversation. You can be incredibly vague, like you said earlier, 10-day ski trip with world-class slopes and fresh powder.
And it gets that.
Apparently so. The AI interprets your intent, cross-references billions of data points, flight prices, routes, maybe even reviews or weather patterns, and surfaces highly personalized flight recommendations that match your complex, maybe slightly fuzzy, needs. It's a prime example of how AI is making complex planning feel effortless and intuitive, even as Google navigates, increasing antitrust scrutiny in Europe, shows they're pushing innovation hard while managing that challenging regulatory landscape.
Interesting balance. And to wrap up, a familiar one that maybe often goes unnoticed, Amazon's recommendation system. powered by AI, apparently driving over 35% of its sales.
Yeah, 35%. It's huge. And it isn't magic. It's just this relentless behavior feedback optimization loop.
Explain that loop.
Every single time you browse, search, click, add to cart, or make a purchase on Amazon, their AI learns from your actions instantly. It refines its recommendations for you in real time, leveraging massive amounts of user data, yours and millions of others, to deliver increasingly relevant and diverse product suggestions, trying to show you things you might actually want, maybe even things you didn't know you wanted.
The serendipity engine?
Kind of. It's a powerful testament to how continuous learning AI can subtly but profoundly shape consumer behavior and drive absolutely massive commercial success. It's truly a masterclass in personalization at scale.
What an immense deep dive today. We've journeyed through, well, the incredible progress and diversification of AI applications, from the highest levels of government policy and industrial automation, all the way down to specialized healthcare, farming, dentistry, and even, what your toaster might be capable of in the near future.
Indeed. And it really highlights that dual-edged nature of progress, doesn't it? On one hand, we see incredible innovation, amazing efficiency gains, just marching forward at an astonishing pace. But on the other hand, they're accompanied by these critical, constantly evolving questions around regulation, privacy, bias, and just the sheer complexity of deploying and governing these advanced systems responsibly. The challenge is balancing both sides of that equation.
Absolutely. So here's a final thought for you, our listener, to ponder.
Yeah.
What's next? If AI is now streamlining these highly complex industrial processes, mastering global supply chains, personalizing our most mundane daily interactions, what everyday human process, something we currently take completely for granted, will be the next one to be utterly transformed by an unseen AI. Something to ponder as you go about your day. Thank you for joining us for this deep dive into the world of AI. We'll see you next time.